Welcome to another episode of Grind.Music.Repeat. It's your host, Draquan, Hood Rock TV, Dre the Great, and still some places, yo. Hey, I got a nice episode with me today, yo. Hey, it's Grind.Music.Repeat. If it ain't about music, we really can't use it. But it's that season, it's that time, you know what I'm saying? So it's we gotta holler at the Book Sweet Sports, yo. What's going on with you? How you doing
Hey
this
man, what's
morning?
going on, man? Appreciate you having me on, man.
Oh yeah,
It's a
man.
pleasure.
Yo, for real, like, cause man, it's just been nice to see, you know what I'm saying, cause you know what I'm saying. Shout out to them Clinton dark horses, you know what I'm saying, and
Oh
then
yes,
how,
sir. You already know.
you know what I'm saying, the alum just keep coming back together and stuff like that. So like this joint venture that we doing right here, this collab right here, I think it's gonna be nice for the city, man. I want to say shout out to the people that be turning into Book Sweet Sports, yo. He got a new host, yo. Just let's plug him in on that real quick.
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, we with this expansion we doing.
Yeah,
I needed a little bit of help, man, and I got a great group of guys that are gonna be helping me out, man. I got Brandon Blackwell,
oh yeah,
uh, Brandon B, Big B Ward,
yeah. So
Magic Gomez, and
yeah.
Coach Coach DeAndre Graham. They're all gonna be helping me out this season.
Uh-huh.
Each guy uh, has their own little, brings their own little flavor to the show,
Yeah.
repping different parts of Hampton County and Coach Graham out there in Robeson County. So yeah, they're going to help out the show a whole lot, man.
Oh yeah, man. That's nice right there, yeah. With the expansion. So like, okay, so we're gonna dial it back. Let's take it back a little bit. So
Oh,
we
I
you in
got you.
you in expansion mode, you know what I'm saying, now. But let's talk to about how we get here. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like conceptually, you know what I'm saying, how we get started on that.
Well, I've been talking about doing stuff like this for a long time. And I kind of hesitated, man. I'm a big introvert, and people now that realize that I have a podcast, man. They're like, man, oh, Chris, man,
Yeah,
podcast. But the real talk, my wife is the one that really kind of gave me that final push
yeah,
because she like, you've been talking about this stuff forever, and she went out
mhm,
and bought me a new laptop and some of the recording equipment for
yeah,
as a Christmas present. So
yeah,
and look, I done spend this money on you. So now you got no choice to go
yeah.
and get out there and start
Well,
doing your
I
thing.
heard
But basically, man, I saw uh, a void. I saw some demand that needed to be supplied
you. Hmm.
with especially in Clan, man.
Yeah.
Recently, uh, it's been a kind of a dial back as far as coverage goes.
Hmm.
Print media is taking a hit, which I mean I'm not going to harp too much on or blame those guys there. The independent, man, they've been
Yeah.
downsized a lot.
Yeah.
They don't have as many reporters as they used to have. And as far as like that area in Sanford County, man, it's been pretty much a dead space.
Hmm.
WECT don't cover us that much anymore. We're not on Friday night footballs like we used to be. Star News isn't covering us anymore. Fayetteville Observer, I mean, really, they only rock with us, in the playoffs once, more of those Cumberland County teams get knocked out. So, I saw something, I saw a void there,
Yeah.
and me as someone that's, been, out of state and
Hmm.
been trying to find information and find stuff on, the team and on the games and stuff,
Yeah.
it's always been kind of a challenge,
Hmm.
So thinking about it from that standpoint, I felt like okay, I could do something here that could help fill that void, and also be another avenue to kind of uplift these coaches and these players and bring more attention to the school and to the team, and that's basically how I got started.
Yeah.
And started off just covering Clinton last season. Um, it went real well. A lot of people liked it. Um, some other people from Sampson County had reached out and said, "Hey, man, I love what you're doing with Clinton, man. I would love
Yeah.
for someone to cover my school like that." So that's why we kind of went with the
Yeah.
expansion of covering all the Sampson County schools.
Yeah.
They're the old friend of mine, Brandon Simmons, man.
Hmm.
Really solid football player from Houston back in the day.
Yeah.
He's coaching at Southeast Raleigh.
Okay.
He hit me up and said, "Hey, man, you mind following us too?"
Yeah.
And kind of, I guess the word got around before I knew it, man. I had at least 20 schools,
Hmm.
in my inbox asking me, yo, look,
Yeah.
you mind giving us coverage? I had to
yeah,
cut it off. I cut it off at
yeah,
10
yeah,
because at that point in time it was just me.
yeah,
But in the future we'll probably look forward to maybe expanding
yeah,
even more depending on how everything goes. But that's how I came to
yeah,
the 10 teams that I'm covering
yeah,
now. And I mean, I've just really been enjoying it, man. Like I said, sports is one of my passions, and
yeah.
like I said, even me being an introvert,
Uh-huh.
if you want to get me talking
Yeah.
about start talking about sports, man, then I won't shut up.
Yeah, man, it looked like you developing a CSPN over there, yo, and that right there,
So,
like
man, we trying to get something, we trying to get something like that started, man.
like some Buck Sweet Sports Network. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody will pick that up, yo, like that right there. And number one, like it's a nice service to the city. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that your work can be, you know what I'm saying, seen and then others surrounding areas like, dang man, let me get some of that too. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that you open and then you will make the certain adjustments to get that kind of thing right there. That's a testament to your will right there. You know what I'm saying? That
Oh
take a
yeah,
lot of power. And I would say like me like as far as like an introvert and stuff like that. Like I'm not really. I mean, there are a lot of people that I rock with. You know what I'm saying? You'll be certain cool with them on
yeah,
certain
yeah.
levels, and then but they certain places you'll go like, dang, Dre, what's up today? You rock today. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
it
hey
just
man,
be that that
it be like that
yeah,
sometimes,
that reserved nature and stuff like that. So like as far as like a creation of your style with how you know what I'm saying do the Buck Sweet Sports, like how did you know what I'm saying, like start experimenting, you know what I'm saying, what you seen work, you know what I'm saying, but
Uh,
without giving up the juice, you know what I'm saying.
oh yeah,
Uh,
always.
yeah, that,
It was kind of a little trial and error thing, man. Man, that first video I did, man, it was rough, man. I probably hit stop and record.
yeah,
I don't know 25 times, just start kind of fumbling over myself and everything.
yeah,
But I'm not gonna lie, like I watched. It's a really nice podcast.
hmm,
My dudes, Sean and Daryl Lucas,
hmm,
Grit and Grind podcast.
oh yeah,
I
so
checked out some of their videos, man, and I kind of saw how they did things. And
hmm,
not to take too much away from them, I
yeah,
kind of try to emulate that a little bit. And but
hmm,
like I said, do put my own
yeah,
little twist on it, and that's kind of how it really started. Like it's just a man a trial and everything, and
yeah,
just trying to keep it lively. Like I said, some of this stuff is kind of foreign to some people, so I'm try to keep everybody really really engaged, and it's tough sometimes, man, because especially dealing with high school football, um, especially in the off season, it's a
yeah,
challenge because you don't get all that talk like
information,
you do with the
yeah,
NFL and stuff. There's
yeah,
no contracts being
yeah,
discussed. There's no free agent signings and stuff. So you kind of gotta really think outside the box as
yeah,
far as keeping the content fresh and everything. And that's why I did some of I did my team preview series and picking getting that all state team, my Buck Sweet Sports all state team, and
yeah,
something like I got going on right now. We currently we got a fan vote going on the page right now.
okay,
Took one player from each team,
yeah,
uh, doing a little Buck Sweet Sports preseason player of the year
yeah,
type vote. So, just putting different kids out there and giving the
yep,
fans opportunity to, you
yeah,
know, share the stuff and vote on their player. And just trying to get it out there more. But yeah, just little stuff like that, man.
yeah. I think that's a nice service, like for like two reasons. For one, it's actually that exposure, you know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
then for two, it's kind of that preparation as far as like, because you get to the next level, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be able to deal with media, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And man, that thing about like where we just get into wherever we at, you know what I'm saying, and then we don't have all of that proper preparation or all those details about, dang, I ain't know it was gonna be like this. Dang man, I ain't know it was gonna be like that. And then it's just where you kind of prepare, and then that exposure that it creates for you know what I'm saying, the up and coming and stuff like that. And that confidence too, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, they talk about me on the show. Yeah, and then it's like a extra incentive. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang man, I go in here. I go do my thing. I had 300 yards tonight. I know they talking about me on the book.
Oh
So
yes,
know we get
and
it.
it's crazy, man, that you say that because man, one of the uh, and I know we'll probably talk about this a little bit later on, but one thing when you kind of feeling like am I really making an impact on
Yeah,
with on what I'm doing, and
yeah,
it's crazy. Like I'll get a message from a parent or I'll get a message from a kid and or
hmm
I'll see them share some of my stuff that I post
yeah,
and how hyped they are and how like one parent was saying like man there's like seeing his son up there or
yeah.
seeing his son mentioned up there like it just made him real proud and stuff and so
Uh,
like when you see stuff like that
I
that's
absolutely.
that
Yeah,
makes okay yeah I'm that's what it's all about man.
yeah,
Like I said, one of the things not only just uplifting the different football programs but uplifting these coaches, uplifting these kids and giving them the recognition and that they deserve. And like I said, just something for these parents and these family
yeah,
members to be able to go on social media and see, okay, I could share all this stuff and see them talking about my baby on a podcast.
yeah,
That's what I mean. That's
yeah.
that I really get a high off that, man. So yeah, that's something I really enjoy seeing.
That's nice. That's beautiful right there. But before we get into the next question, what's you know what I'm saying? Who we highlighting? Like who on the rise this year? Like who we need to look out for? Like what's on the watch list? For it's about that time. You know what I'm saying? August is probably like what?
Oh yeah,
Not even a week
football. Yeah,
away.
that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, football season. Yeah, they practices will be starting next week. Like I said, I'm covering all the Sanford County schools.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with Clinton,
Yeah.
Hopton, Union, Midway, Lakewood. We also are featuring one South Carolina team, Marlboro County.
Okay.
We got JF Webb, Red
Uh-huh.
Springs,
Uh-huh.
Southeast Raleigh, and West
Southeast Raleigh.
Guilford.
Yeah.
So, but as far as teams to look out for, man, Sampson County wise, you always gotta look out for Clinton, man. They got it's some changeover, some changes
Yeah.
going on, and
Yeah.
but you're always gonna look out for the dark horses. But one
Mhm.
team that I think a lot of people need to be watching out for. They had a great season last year. They return a lot of talent. They also have a new head coach, but
Yeah.
be on the watch for Lakewood Lepers. They're going to have a really good team this year.
Okay.
Midway's going to be solid. Hops is going to be solid. So we got a lot of good. It's a lot of talent in Sampson County, man. It's going to be really fun to watch.
Yeah.
But those are just a couple of teams I'm gonna be looking out for. And also, like I said, I mentioned the South Carolina team, man. Former Clinton coach Corey Johnson, he's
Yeah.
down there in Marlboro County now.
Hmm.
That's one of the reasons why I'm featuring them. They're going to be a really solid football team this year as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah. Big Carolina thing, like the Carolinas in the whole. I
Oh,
rock with that. So, all right, as far as like we talk about creation of style, we talked about how we started up. You know what I'm saying? But so like, what's some challenges you face though? Like as far as like either starting or like as now, like what's some challenges? You know what I'm saying?
well, like I spoke on earlier, man. One of the
Mhm.
challenges getting started was just kind of just trying to get over that that my introverted nature
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just putting myself out there. I can't remember who said the quote originally, but
yeah.
you miss 100% of the shots you never take. So
You
I
do.
just had to put myself out there and
Yeah,
get it started. Like I said, anybody that's creating content, one of your biggest fears, all right, I'm gonna put out this video and no one's gonna watch it. Like
yeah,
I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna have 3 views and no likes. Just try to get over that,
yeah,
fear. Because
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, like I did that first video, I'm like, man, do I really want to post this? But, oh man, just getting over that initial
yeah.
fear, and then once you get started, just remaining consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Trying not to get stagnant, trying
Yeah,
not to get too stale, trying to
yeah.
keep everything fresh, and
Race. Yeah.
then like I said, we all just balancing your everyday life as well. Because
Mhm.
I mean, there'll be times when I'll get off of work, you
Yeah.
know, gotta spend some time with the fam,
Yeah. Yeah.
but also I gotta get this video. I gotta get this video
Yeah.
out. As
Video.
gotta like I say, gotta keep that schedule going. So just
Mm-hmm.
those are some of the challenges. And then like I said, just I know they talked about it on the Broke Ass podcast a couple of times, man. Just trying to stay motivated with you know, you work hard on this content,
Yeah.
and we putting out positive stuff, putting out positive energy,
Yeah,
and you're not getting the engagement like you really think you should be getting.
yeah,
But you see someone putting out some negative stuff, and they're getting 400 likes
yeah,
and a million views, and
yeah,
that. So just seeing stuff like that, it sometimes can be discouraging.
yeah,
And also coming from a small town, sometimes you get that, you got that crab in the barrel
mhm,
mentality.
yeah,
Folks, if you're not involved in it and it's not got nothing to do with you, you don't
yeah,
want to support it. So it's
yeah,
it's it's a lot of that. Like I feel like, man, come on, man, y'all see me out here doing
yeah,
this. I'm doing this for the city, man. And at least hit the share button,
yeah,
man. You ain't you
heck
ain't
yeah,
you ain't it don't cost money, man. I ain't charging, man. Hit
yeah,
that share and hit that like,
yeah,
even if you're not really a big time sports
uh-huh,
person.
yeah,
You know, maybe somebody on your friends list is, or maybe
right, yeah,
somebody on your, maybe somebody in your family is. That's, just trying to
yeah,
get as many eyes on the content as possible.
yeah,
But I mean, I don't want to dwell too much on the not support. I mean, I got
yeah,
a great support system, man,
yeah,
and
uh-huh,
I gotta shout out my homeboy, man, former classmate Odell Register, man.
oh yeah,
He shares
yeah,
every video, man. Always
yeah,
showing love, so I appreciate him.
mhm,
Appreciate all the people that have been checking out the content. So you
yeah,
don't want to dwell too much on the negative because
yeah,
it's way too much positive going on out here. But
yes,
that's just some of the challenges I've experienced as far as
yeah,
trying to keep this thing going.
yeah. Yeah, because I think that's one of my challenges too. Like, because especially like talking about music, you know what I'm saying? It'll be easy to get into like the downsides of certain things or certain
Hmm.
aspects associated with stuff like that. So I try to put a lot of love and a lot of motivation up here and stuff like that. And another thing that helped me out with my stuff is like how I create my music. You know what I'm saying? And then like how you would say like, yeah, get off work and then, yeah, man, probably got to take care of this. But yeah, let me go ahead. I got to write on something, think about something for this show.
Hmm.
And then it's called Grind.Music.Repeat. And I really do that. You know what I'm saying? I grind, make music, and then repeat that process every day. So like that kind of thing that helped me a lot. And it kind of propelled me into a place where, where I'm comfortable with,
Oh
coming
yeah.
on and talking about some, what I'm saying, some expressive stuff. Like I think for like our first episode, shout out to the BAP that they ain't going to
Oh
say
yeah. Oh
about.
yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
love the broke ass
the first,
podcast, man.
yeah, the first episode I did on Grind Music Repeat, I had him up here with me, and we talked about our favorite love songs and stuff like that. Like, and I think it's just a nice environment where, like, you know what, I ain't gotta be all, what I'm saying, just about everything like that, what I'm saying. And
Hmm.
then when you talk about music, they different other genres of music other than hip hop, what I'm saying, other than R&B, you know what I'm saying. I like Maroon 5, you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
That's what I rock with. Like it's okay, you know
Man,
what I'm
you gotta
saying.
have you gotta have some
Yeah,
variety in there, man.
yeah, that's the thing about it right there, man. So shoot, man, we're gonna run a little Buck Sweet real quick if you cool with it.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, okay. So look, man, we got like, all right, we got training camp coming up. And then that was a big holdout with Jordan Love, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't know if that was like an avalanche or that was like the domino effect, but he got a nice deal, you know what I'm saying, with Green Bay and stuff like that. And then that was looking at the quarterbacks from the 2020 draft class and how all of them got like the nicest picks, got them, you know what I'm saying, got them bags like that. As
Oh
far
yeah.
as like a draft, would you call that the best quarterback draft?
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, best
Yeah.
draft of all time. You got to go back. I want to say it was the draft that had Elway in them in it, man.
Yep.
It was like
Bama,
Elway.
Elway. Yep.
Oh man, man, it was like Elway, Marino,
Yep.
and someone else in that thing, man. It was like they was all right there, back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Like this class that we're talking about now, they still got a lot to prove, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence actually uh, had got one of the biggest one, and of course he was a
Yeah.
generational talent coming out
Yeah.
of college.
Yeah.
But like I said, still you look what it at their body of work in the NFL right now,
Hmm.
still
Yeah.
it's still a lot to be proven.
Yeah.
But I mean, nowadays you in this day and age in the NFL, you
Yeah.
can't win a Super Bowl without that quarterback position. So a
Yeah.
lot of these guys, they're trying to lock these guys up. And as far as the domino effect goes,
Hmm.
man, if you're an agent in the NFL
Yeah.
and you got your quarterback, you're
Hmm.
looking at that. Okay, I see what Trevor Lawrence
Yeah.
got.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hey, I'm about Jordan Love. Hey, look, bro, I'm
Yeah.
about to hook you. We about to get
Yeah.
this bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy to see the contracts, man. Because like I said, you think back in the day, you kind of feel
Yeah.
like you guys had to earn it. You guys had to prove you had to win the
Hmm.
Super Bowl before you got that big contract,
Yeah.
man.
I
But
bet.
like I said, I mean, Tua's had success.
Hmm.
Hasn't
But
really had the playoff success, but I mean he's over that 50 million a year cap now.
yeah.
Jordan Love really just came
Yeah.
on last season
Yeah.
and already boom capitalized off it, making
Yeah.
53 a year. So I mean that's just how it goes nowadays. And
Mhm.
now you gotta think whoever Dak Prescott agent is,
Yeah. Yep.
he right
Yep. Right
you know
there.
what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
Because he's up next, and
Yeah.
you got to think of these guys coming down the line. Your
Yeah.
C.J. Strouds
Hmm.
coming
Yeah.
down the line.
Yeah.
I mean, this you just gonna keep on seeing that number go higher, higher, higher.
Yeah.
Because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, no matter what we try to say, that
Yeah.
quarterback position is still the most important position in the football
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got to think, man. When's the last time a team won a Super Bowl that they weren't solid at that quarterback position? You would have to
Yeah.
go back to what 2002 with Tampa Bay.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, Brad Johnson. I mean, he
Yeah.
solid, but he want he wasn't putting up numbers, man. That was all about their
Yeah.
defense. But
Right.
that's just how it goes in the league
Yeah.
nowadays, man. You
Hmm.
you gotta you gotta you gotta secure that quarterback position, and to secure it, man, you gotta throw that bag at him.
Yeah. That'll put me in that mind of that 2000 Ravens team too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I say.
That,
Those are like
yeah.
if you think about that Tampa Bay team, that Ravens team, those
Yeah.
were like the last two teams I could think of that won Super Bowls that
Yeah.
weren't just they have a certified stud at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
They had like what Cam Newton like to call those game managers. You
The
know what I'm
game
saying?
manager. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So outside of, I mean, now, well, now let me see what you prefer. So, like, as far as like from a quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Either let's say you looking for one or you go draft one. You know what I'm saying? What you looking for from a quarterback as far as like a standpoint on on what like a passer, game manager, like you know what I'm saying? If like what would your composition of that QB look like?
Look, the way things go in the league nowadays
Yeah.
with the way these pass rushes are, I
Yeah.
gotta have somebody that's mobile.
Okay.
People try to you know use Lamar Jackson's mobility as a
Hmm.
negative, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, man, look with these Micah Parsons
Yeah.
and T.J. Watts coming off the edge.
Scary.
I don't want somebody with cement blocks in their cleats. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You gotta
Right.
have somebody that's mobile. I want that level of mobility,
Hmm.
but I mean, right now you think of somebody like a C.J. Stroud. He's got that
Yeah.
mobility, but man, he's got the
Uh-huh.
arm talent as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
gotta have a good balance between the two.
Yeah.
But I'm not swaying over one or the other. I
Yeah.
just I just don't want somebody those traditional pocket pass quarterbacks back in the day. Your
Yeah.
Peyton Mannings and stuff. Now that's a lot tougher in the league nowadays, man. Especially with the way these
Way the
defenders are.
defense being played. So you think that'll kind of hinder you a little bit? Yeah, I could definitely see that like that. Like me personally, like I was kind of sweating a little bit when we gave Kirk Cousins that buck 80. You know what I'm saying? But then
Whew, yeah.
see, but then to see these other contracts, I could breathe a little bit better about it.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, because if you think about it, I think I had a list up, man.
Huh?
Like Kirk is not even in the top five anymore. I mean, that you just gonna keep on falling further down the list as
Yeah.
like I said, one quarterback comes out, they set
Uh
the
huh.
market,
Yeah.
and everyone behind them, and it just
Yeah.
normally just goes up a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
the only thing I gotta say about y'all move with Kirk Cousins, man, giving them that
Okay.
much money coming
Yeah,
off that injury like that. That
yeah,
was I mean, like I said, I feel like it'll pay off because you definitely upgraded in the quarterback position.
yes, we had to,
And
man.
I
Had to. I'm talking about, man, that 9-7 game in the rain, man. Come on, man. Outside of that Bijan fumble, but he was not supposed to throw that interception like that, bro. Because that we was not, and we was still winning though. That's crazy.
look, man, I'm just happy for my dude Kyle Pitts. That's all.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
had him in fantasy
That
football,
that right there.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, come on, bro, come on,
Damn.
y'all.
Yeah,
One of the most athletic, tight ends in the game. A
yeah. Because
guy
we
that y'all
keep him at
spent a top
first.
five pick on, highest tight end ever drafted, and y'all
Yeah,
just come on, man,
we can't get him no time
can't
to
give him the
throw on
ball.
the. Oh no, man! And then it's like, and then just thinking about like from a team standpoint, you got it where you can run the rock. You know what I'm saying? So that was a
Hmm.
time where I remember with Matt Ryan, we couldn't run the ball nothing, but we was still nice on the outside. You know, but now that
Mm.
we kind of rebuilt up front. You know what I'm saying? I think we got what like a top five offensive line. And
Oh,
then now we got somebody that can distribute the football. Oh man! And to these Atlanta people, hey, he ain't gonna be no Mike Vick. That ain't what we got him for. We don't need him to be that. Hey, we just need to be the point guard, distribute the football.
just
That's
get the ball to the
yeah,
guys, man. Cause you got athletes on the outside. You got
mhm,
people that could get that yak and stuff.
yeah,
Man, you got one of the young best young running backs in the league right now.
yeah.
And all you gotta do is give them the ball, man.
That's it. That's it. Find different ways to get on the rock. So as far as like as coming up for Carolina, you know what I'm saying? What you expecting from the team?
Look,
That
man,
I got one name, Xavier Leggett out of South Carolina. He looks legit. He looks
I was
legit.
looking at some of their stuff. They're in training camp right now, and
Yeah.
yeah, X is definitely going to be a stud, man. As far as Carolina Panthers in general, man,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be delusional, man. I think the
Okay.
last couple years, we're so eager for
Mm-hmm.
this drought to be over that sometimes
Yeah.
we see a couple clips from training camp and we're like, oh yeah, we're back. Like, no,
Yeah.
no, no, pump your
Yeah.
brakes. Still a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're going to see a much better version of the Carolina Panthers this year.
Yeah.
Are we a playoff team? That remains to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm liking the changes they made. I like the
Yeah.
coach. He's done great work with quarterbacks. You've seen his work.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Canales. You
Yep.
saw what he did with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. That was
Uh,
amazing
Even
right there.
more impressive, you saw what he did in Seattle with Geno Smith
Yep.
the year
That
before.
right there. Shout out to that.
So
That I'm talking about that his whole story. He said they what did he say? They wrote me off. They ain't right back. That
but
comeback that right there, man.
a lot of that was working with Dave Canales. So he's got history of getting the best out of quarterbacks
Mhm.
where some people kind of wrote off, so to speak.
Right.
Like I said, man,
Yeah.
when Baker Mayfield went down to Tampa, wasn't nobody
Yeah.
checking for Baker. Everybody remember how bad Baker was in Carolina and Cleveland
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
last 2 years.
Yeah.
But so I feel good about him and him working with Bryce. A lot of people are writing off Bryce already, and I'm like, come on, man, rookie
Mm.
last year, terrible offensive line. uh, Outside of Adam Thielen,
Feeling. Yeah.
nobody.
That's you read
Yeah,
behind.
outside of Adam Thielen, no one to throw to.
Yeah. Need some weapons.
It was just a mess as far as the
Yeah.
coaching staff. Last year.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I preach patience, man. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like you're going to see a much better Bryce this year.
Mhm. Yeah.
Carolina invested heavy in the offensive line,
Yeah.
adding in Robert Hunt and
Hmm.
Damian Lewis to
Yeah.
bolster the inside. Because I mean, last people talk about Bryce's height
Yeah.
but I mean, last year, man, it don't. You could have been. He could be 6'6",
Yeah.
6'7".
Yeah. It
It
would have
don't
gone to
matter,
the
man. You got that pressure coming in at you
yeah
up the middle. He
up
had no
the
time to
middle
do
too.
anything, man.
Nah.
So, like I said, they invested heavily in the offensive line,
Yeah.
added some new weapons on the outside. Like I said, we talked about them drafting Xavier Leggett.
Yeah.
We talked about them trading for Deontay Johnson
Yep.
from Pittsburgh.
Uh-huh.
Um, we're hoping Jonathan Mingo, rookie
Yeah.
second rounder wide receiver last
LSU,
year. Hope he steps up this year.
he from LSU, ain't it?
Uh, Mingo was from Ole Miss. Mingo's
Okay,
from
okay.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss,
Our
my bad.
Our LSU guy was Terrence Marshall Jr.
Oh
He
yes,
he's on the
yes, yes.
chopping block this year, man,
Man.
because he's been through three. This will be his third coaching staff,
Yeah.
and he's still yet to kind of really get that feel in the NFL. So
Mhm.
I feel like he's gonna be he's gonna be up.
Yeah.
Depending on how his training camp goes, depending on how his preseason goes,
Yeah.
he might be one of the guys that we part ways with. But I'm
Mhm.
feeling good about the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, people too often think, all right, everything's just gonna change overnight. It's not like that all the time, man. I
Yeah.
know for Carolina fans, it's been rough. It's been a
Yeah.
rough 6 7 years.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna start to see the tide turn a little bit this season.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's tough for any team. You know what I'm saying? Where your
Oh
team
yeah.
ain't winning. You know what I'm saying? The drink don't taste as good. You know what I'm saying?
And look,
I
man,
love
look,
fried chicken on Sundays.
Sundays, I was in here depressed, man.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing. I ain't had nothing to cheer about. But I feel like we're gonna see a little bit. We're gonna see something better this season.
Yeah, man. I want to say shout out to my aunt Sheila. She is gonna love this because that's she down with you, yo. That's where she rock
Oh
at,
yeah,
man.
hey, look,
Yeah,
man, hey, look. Like I said, man, we had a Carolina Panther support group last year, man.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
depressing, man.
yeah,
And it's crazy. I live down here in Tampa,
yeah.
so
Dang,
I'm out
proud.
in public
Man.
with my Carolina Panther stuff on, and people just looking at me like,
Yeah,
"You all right, man?" I'm like,
yeah,
"Not really, but I'll be all right."
yeah. And I think as far as like where your team doing a rebuild, but and then it's just you got to redo the things and stuff like that. And I heard a lot of people like speaking on like the Atlanta situation. Like, I mean, we I'm kind of glad we ain't do like a full on rebuild. We just switched out some pieces. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It
Which
hurt.
which which is because like I said, y'all were on the
It
fringe of the
still hurt
playoffs
though.
last year anyway.
Yeah,
Y'all were right there,
yeah,
with Tampa as far as that playoffs that last
yeah,
make or winning the division.
yeah,
So y'all didn't need to do a full rebuild. I mean,
yeah,
y'all got some pieces. Y'all got the pieces
yeah,
on defense.
yeah,
Y'all got the piece on offense. Y'all just had to,
yeah.
like I said, the quarterback, man. That
Right.
you're not winning
Nah,
without a
you
solid
can't
quarterback.
do
You
it.
can't.
And then,
You're not winning with a project, man.
or
I mean
unless you
Ritter.
got Derek Brooks, Rondé Barber, Simeon Rice, or switch it over. You got Ed Reed, Ray
Yeah,
Lewis,
unless you just got one
Suggs.
of those out of
Yeah,
world defenses,
yeah, that's the only way.
you got to have a quarterback, man.
That's the only way. And I got one more thing, and then we're gonna say our dues and stuff like that. So the college football 2025 game, man.
Man,
What you think about the game, yo? You the first person I got
uh,
to ask.
look here, man. I seriously considered that first day.
Yeah.
I seriously considered calling out of work. I was like, I can't stop, man. It was love. Look, man.
Yeah.
I've always been a college football, that video game fan. I
Yeah.
was never really a Madden player
Mm-hmm.
until they stopped making the
Feel
college
it.
football
College.
games.
Yeah.
But now that that's back out, man, it's
Mm-hmm.
everything, man.
Yeah.
The time and love they put into
Yeah.
that game, man. Everything is just on point.
Mm-hmm.
If you even looking at the different lighting and
Yeah.
environments in the stadium and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
man, it's crazy. I mean, I love it, man, and
Yeah.
I mean the world loves it because I'm looking at some of these numbers.
Yeah.
We talking about the pre-release,
Yeah.
the deluxe edition, the one
Yeah.
you had to pay over $100 for.
They
Over
spent.
2 million copies
They.
of that was sold. Over 2 million just off of that. We're just talking about the pre-release.
Yeah.
And right now, I mean, that's it's what the whole world's talking about. And man, and just to tie it back into high school real quick,
Yeah.
how cool is it seeing two kids that played for Clinton last year
Yep.
are on the
Mm-hmm.
game? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, legit on the game. Look just
Yeah.
like them, man. It's crazy. So I mean, I really enjoy seeing that, and I'm loving the game, man.
Yeah,
I Madden. I don't think I can ever go back to
yeah.
it.
That's man. I'm trying to tell you, like, cause like I've loved college football since like the I think it was '03. Who they have up there? They had Kellen Clemens up there. College football
I
2003.
think the first year I played was '04 with Carson Palmer on
Come
the
on,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
man.
Carson Palmer USC on the cover, but yeah,
And then
that's
it got I think this game here is putting me back in the nostalgia of that 2006 with
yeah.
Desmond
Oh
Howard
yeah.
up there, or that
Oh yeah.
'07 with Reggie Bush on the front.
Oh yes,
Like them,
sir.
that I think that was that peak right there, man. Like just the traditional, the schools, even the music while you playing the game, you know what I'm saying, the bands and stuff like that. I like Virginia Tech too. So like that kind of experience, they got the thing, the Sandman in there playing too, like that, man. That right
Uh,
there, man.
yeah,
I'm
that
trying to tell you.
it's like I said, man. They EA Sports is about time, man.
Yeah,
They waited way
yeah,
they waited way too long, but I'm
yeah,
glad it's here, man. I'm glad.
yeah.
And you know what they
EA
got to do
Sports.
next? They got to do a
Yeah.
basketball.
They
They got
got
to do
to,
a
got
basketball.
to now,
Got to
got
put
to.
that March Madness back out
Yep,
there.
yep, got to. EA Sports, if it's in the
It's in the
game.
game.
Yo, man, hey, man, this right here, man, this is like a sports lover's dream right here, yo. Like this right
Oh
here,
yeah.
man. That's a nice episode, man. We touched on a lot of topics, man, and we spoke about that love and that motivation for the craft that we have, man, for the certain schools that we highlighting on books, sweep sports and stuff like that. And we even shouted out to the BAP, the Broke
Oh
Ass
yeah.
Podcast.
Always broke
Shout out
ass
to the guy.
podcast, man. Love them.
Yo, for real, man. So at the end of this show, man, we ended with, you know what I'm saying, pieces of love and stuff like that. If you got somebody you want to shoot some love to, bro, go ahead and shoot it to them.
Always. First of all, I gotta give my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for
Mm-hmm.
allowing me to do this stuff, man, and also my wife, Cherie, for always having my back. Shout out to my mom up there in Jersey, all my people back home in Clinton.
Yeah,
Shout out to Miss Tamika, 810 Studios. Appreciate y'all giving me the opportunity to do what I do.
yeah,
Uh, Appreciate you for having me on, man.
yeah,
Like I
man.
said, it was a good time. Got to do it again sometime.
Yeah, well, we got this. Yeah, this might, you know what I'm saying. If it take a little bit of weight off the wheels, where we could just do this like that together, bro, that'll
Oh
be
yeah,
dope.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it ain't even gotta be every week. You know what I'm saying? We might could come. Hey, we might go
Hey,
to
say,
yeah.
anytime,
Yeah,
anytime,
I'm gonna
man.
hit the line, baby. I'm gonna hit the line, man. But like I said though, man, shout out to the Carolina Panthers, man. And then shout out to the Falcons and shout out to the rest of the league too. We gonna get some time, and then that's what we're gonna do because it's coming up, training camp
Oh yeah,
coming up.
oh
So
yeah.
we're gonna have some time to discuss some things and stuff like that. And then that way we could keep it over there with the Buck Sweet, man. Shout out to Chris Harris, man. Shout out to his team, man. Shout out to his family, yo. Hey, I thank you again for joining me on this lovely Saturday, man. Dang, we close, man. Cause then around this time, where they gonna be some games playing, and I'll be like, look, Mr. Mickey,
Yeah,
baby, I'm trying to get up out of here.
I
But
know that's right.
I'm looked up over there, trying to see what's good, who up, where them Hokies doing, man. Hey, man,
hmm
thank you again, yo. And
Yeah,
we're gonna get up, we're gonna make it powerful again, yo.
yes, sir.
All right, man. Take it easy, yo.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Okay. World Series law number one.